The Oscar nominations were officially announced today. All the build-up from all the precursors is all led to this. The highest esteem you can get in the film industry. Now, were there any surprises, or was this a boring and bland year for film? I'm glad happy to say there were some surprises. Some better than others. Alright, get off of nominations that happened today that I think were stupid and just feel reminiscent of old Oscar voters who refuse to move forward with the film industry. Kate Hudson getting nominated for Best Actress. I think this is a terrible nomination. I thought she gave a decent performance in that movie, but over Chase Infinity, Cynthia Erivo, freaking Eva Victor from Sorry Baby, like, there were much better performances this year that should have been recognized. And this just feels like such a lame Oscar move. Like, these type of performances, I just don't really cut it anymore. Like, we want more riskier performances than this standard Oscar bait give me money job. Like, I hate that nomination, honestly. Second nomination I think was pretty terrible. Probably Avatar getting costume design. Like, what costumes? Like, I get this design, but this is the first time any Avatar movie is gonna costume design. Ever. And the costumes aren't like that impressive from what's been done before, so it just feels like they were kind of looking through it. They couldn't find a movie they like, so they just kind of create a kind of roulette board and just kind of spin it to see what would happen. Because who talks about the costumes in Avatar? No one. There was Wicked. You had Hedda. Hell, Begonia, I think, had more interesting costumes than Avatar did. So yeah, not a fan. And while we're on the subject of Wicked, 0 nominations. What the heck, Academy? Like, seriously? Nothing for Ariana? No Cynthia? Production, costume design, VFX, makeup, nothing? What did this movie do to you guys? I think this does kind of show maybe a pattern we're kind of seeing, is that the Academy hates sequels. Even if they're good sequels, they won't give them the love they deserve. Dune Part 2 did not get much love. Joker Fully Do, which was a terrible movie, didn't get any love. Lightyear 2 only got costume design. And Wicked for Good, no nominations. So it sets a precedent for the fact that if you're a sequel, you gotta be like top 3 movie of the, like, you gotta be high up in critic reviews and audience acclaim, and you gotta be really competitive in the Oscar just to get the nominations you deserve. And speaking of nominations that are a little unwarranted, I would say, F1 was nominated in Best Picture. What the heck? Like, I wouldn't mind so much about this, but it was just an accident. Why? F1's a good movie. Yeah, but is anyone like... But it's not a movie I think you're going to leave thinking, oh, wow, that's going to stick with me forever. Like, it's a studio movie. No one even likes race. It's just boggling that this beat-out was just an accident. From a great director, a fantastic movie, and you give it to the racing, to what? Days of Thunder Part 2? Like, yeah, this is definitely the worst Best Picture nomination this year. It's not the worst one I think we've had, but comparing to last year where all the nominations were great, this is definitely a disappointment. And of course, we do have to talk about the big thing that happened here. Sinners gained 60 nominations. That is the most nominated movie in the Academy's entire history. Like, this is more than Titanic more than La La Land. Like, it's two movies that are all-time greats, and this surpassed them. And not just by one nomination, two. Freaking two, man. Like, it's impressive, and I think definitely does put on track for maybe an upset win over one battle after another, since yeah, it's performed very well here, getting 3 acting nominations, getting to all the craft categories it was, like, eligible for. Very impressive for its part. And speaking of, and as for the ones that underperformed, Hamnet had a bit of a rough night today. It's yeah, that movie's like number 5 at this point. Like, that Golden Globe drama win did nothing for it. Which Hamnet, I've never really loved Hamnet. It was more like, it was like a bottom 10, like, it wasn't even my top 10. It was number 12 for me this year. So I'm not too upset over this, but it's still kind of shocking that it did not do as well as others. Like, 8 nominations is still good, but it got snubbed in a lot of major categories. Particularly Paul Mescal. Like, what the heck happened there, man? Like, he was nominated everywhere, and he loses nomination to Delroy Lindo, who only made the BAFTA long list. Like, no nominations prior to this the whole season. And he gets nominated, which I think is awesome. He was fantastic in the movie. And honestly, it is still disappointing for Paul Mescal, since I think this was probably he was very good in that movie, and he would have been worthy. But hey, guys, but again, I can't really complain though with such a cool nomination. But, and going on with nominations that I think kind of strengthens someone like Surprises, that probably did strengthen someone's chances. Definitely, Ethan Hawke might be more competitive than we're thinking for Blue Moon. Because Blue Moon made original screenplay. Yeah, Blue Moon. The low-budget Ethan Hawke Oscar bait drama is now in contender with Sinners and Sentimental Value and Marty Supreme. That kind of feels wrong for me. Like, that fifth place plot was definitely open, but for Blue Moon, like, that's a decent script. I think it's just a little too, I guess, stiff for me. The script is like, it's very much feels like it was written at, I think it's a play that was transferred into a movie, and it just wasn't that impressive to me. And there were better scripts this year. Like, it is shocking to me that this beat out Sorry Baby. Honestly, the best indie movie of this year, and you couldn't give it an Best Original Screenplay nomination? Because, what, Oscar voters just watch like 25% of the movies they're supposed to see? So yeah, very disappointed for that. And so far, it doesn't look like this doesn't change too much. Although, I do think this Supporting Actress definitely is kind of repositioning itself right now. SAG and BAFTA are going to contend with that race. I think SAG will probably go for, I'm hoping SAG goes for Wunmi Mosaku, and I'm hoping BAFTA goes to Igna Glassdottir Lilius. Apologies if I butchered the name. But, yeah, so far I think these are very good nominations. Overall, not as good as strong as last year, but still a pretty good year, I would say.